What's up guys, I'm Ravi KK and welcome to another Java Swings tutorial. In this video we are gonna see what are border layouts. Okay, so I guess we have completed 3 layout managers. Now we are going to complete our fourth layout manager, that is border layout manager. Okay, so what is border layout manager? Now let's take an example. For example, India. Whenever we wanna explain where, for example, our capital is like New Delhi, we say that New Delhi is located at the north direction of India, okay, and Mumbai is located at the west direction, Kolkata at the east direction, okay. So basically, whenever we wanna give directions to our states or districts, we make use of directions like north, east, west, or sky kind of center. So in the same way, what we'll do is we'll place our components on direction basis. Okay, now I'll explain you how this technique reduces our design complexity of a J-frame. Okay, so what I've done is I've taken 4 buttons, that is north, west, south, east, and center. I've given names to these buttons, and now let's see how to add these 4 buttons onto a J-frame. So in the same way, we'll have to set the layout to our J-frame, that is new border layout. So this is one version of border layout, and another version will another method we'll see in a few seconds. Like we'll pass parameters to this border layout constructor, that is the horizontal, vertical and horizontal width between, spacing between the components. Okay, so now adding the components to a frame by making use of border layout is a bit different from the adding technique that we have seen previously. Okay, so we'll have to do it like this: add and the component name what you want to add to the JFrame, comma, and border layout dot, and after typing border layout and dot, we'll have to just now look at these options. There are several options you can choose from. That is, now since we want to place this north button at the north direction, we'll press north. Okay, so in the similar way, we'll add these components to a JFrame, like south, west, or east. Okay, so we'll add south in the south direction, south, oops, south, and well, oh, I'm having a lot of typographical mistakes nowadays. Okay, west and east, sorry, capital east, east, and now center. Okay, so now let's run this program and see whether all these buttons are placed at the appropriate location. Okay, is there any mistake? Okay, there is an extra bracket. So let's run this program and let's see what is the output of this. Okay, so now look at this frame. We have one button placed at the north direction, one at the center, then west, east, and south. Now what is the use of this layout manager? Now let's say you have an application, you have a software for which you're making a JFrame, like the main window, and in this main window you have kinda 20 or maybe 30 swings components, and you're not getting a perfect layout manager. You're having a difficult time to add those swings components to JFrame. So now what you can do is, you can use 5 panels over here. That is, first panel you place in the north direction, one panel you place in the center direction, south, west, and east. Now, if you are not familiar with what are the advantages of J panels, okay, so please watch my previous video. So after adding 5 panels to the different direction, suppose let's say I have added one panel in the north direction. In that particular panel you can place more and more swings components, like maybe 5 or 6 components in that north panel, and you can add more 5 to 6 components in the south panel. So in this way your frame will be organized in a very good manner. Okay, so your frame will look, it will look attractive. So this is one of the advantage of using border layout and you adding panels to your frame. Okay, another technique of border layout is calling border layout class is by specifying 2 parameters to this. Let's say we specify say 20 for example. I don't know what will be the output, so let's try this. That is this is the vertical and the horizontal spacing between the components. Okay, so let's run this. So let's see. Okay, so look at this. There are spacing between the components, the whatever we added. So earlier there were no spacings to our component. So in this way you can create your attractive frame. So in the north direction, in the north panel, you can have kind of a logo to your application. In the center you can have text fields or labels like register kind of format, and so accordingly you can decorate, or I'm not finding the right word. You can place your components in the JFrame. I guess I will be teaching what are grid back layouts. Okay, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and if you have any doubt please comment.